8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Get ready! Get ready! Get ready! Let's go!
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to be incomplete. Defensively, that's Earl Thomas, the all-pro safety, knocking it free. A look at the starters down the defensive side of the ball for the Giants. There are 32 teams in the NFL, and they're just better than 50% of them at defending the pass, number 16 in the league.
And while teams don't like to talk about it, they're pretty proud of their rankings. But this ranking is going to be put to the test today because they're going up against a top 5 passing offense in this one.
Looking to throw. Williams. He's got his tight end, Burton. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
Now Eckler. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the... And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. Williams now to throw on 2nd down. He's going to find Gallup here complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect it.
Yeah, exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Here are the starters defensively for the Cowboys. They really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. From the gun, Bishop. He's got it to Hilton. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 49-yard line.
Now Saquon Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium.
Let's go now. 60 or. Hey, tighten down. There you go.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off play action. Bishop. Complete to Hilton. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 36 yards on the play.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Here's the first carry for Alex Collins. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Tyler Kroft, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-3. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Williams to throw on third down. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
10-6 the score after one right here on EA Sports. 2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Yeah, the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
It's our time.
Operating from the gun, Bishop. They got a man. It's Woods. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Ready to go.
They'll run on first down. Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
50, play.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the
Off the play fake. Bishop. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? That bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. A touchdown would tie it. They trail 13-6 as they come up with a 1st and 10. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Delay of game, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Back to throw. Williams. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. On 2nd down, Levine, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
False start, offense.
Mark that one against one of the top left tackles in the league, Tyron Smith. And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 46. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run the counter. Levine had a nice move but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop. On 2nd down, Eckler. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
False start, offense.
Oh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Here's Williams on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. Who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6.
6? Don't get that again, please. Okay, can we see a few touchdowns here and there?
That'd be nice. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And we take some time to spotlight T.Y. Hilton now. And we roll tape now on his solid performance.
And what we've been seeing so far is a great combination of finesse and aggressiveness in running his routes and making plays. That's what you want in any type of a receiver. The guy knows exactly what to do.
Ready. 60 or. You got nothing. You got nothing. Let's go.
Off play action. Bishop. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Bishop gets this out to Saquon Barkley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. On the run, it's Barkley, and he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. They keep it with Barkley on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Off the bootleg, Bishop. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
That's how we do it, baby.
Well, that was their 3rd sack of the ball game. 2nd in the league in sacks coming into this one. They're planning on making it a race to the top, aren't they?
Absolutely. They're looking up at that top spot, but they might be looking down at the 2nd spot pretty soon.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Bishop. Johnson's got it complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So on 4th down, they bring on the Michigan man, Matt Wild, to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8-yard line. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham. Draw play, it's Eckler. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. He gets it to Cooks. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Williams on 1st and 10. This will be caught by Brown. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 2nd and 5. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here's Matt Weil now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement. Down on the scoreboard, maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Williams now to throw again. He'll get this to Eckler. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Williams. He's got Burton here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. A lot to get to here as some of the division races starting to take shape as we look around the NFL here in week number 6.
The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Williams operating from the gun, and that'll be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Williams. Off play action. He's going deep for Brown, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. It becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taken in at the 22. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On the draw, this is Barkley. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
And Woods has it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bishop. It's a foot race. 30, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a pick six there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. New York set to take the field. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Back to throw. Bishop. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Bishop. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Matt Wild now as he's on to punt for New York. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners over the Jets a week ago, and they are in the driver's seat right now as well. On first down, Williams. This one into the hands of Burton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. They'll try the right side with Eckler.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up second.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be third down. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is incomplete. Shaking his head after that when they had the play call they wanted.
I'm shaking my head as well. Tight end in this spot, that's a primary chance for him to catch the ball and make a big play, and he didn't get it done.
Now Justin Tucker. He has hit from 61 in his career, so he has the leg for this. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Well, this is a guy who is already among an elite group of kickers that have hit from 60-plus in an NFL game, but that's a tough ask to try and get him to produce here.
You're exactly right, isn't it? No small feat for him to hit it from that distance. This one doesn't go through, but I always marvel at those guys because it's the same approach every time, the same smoothness when they swing their leg. Doesn't look like they're putting anything extra even when they're kicking it for 60-plus.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Barkley with a carry on first down, and he'll get about 4, so second and 6 forthcoming. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
They'll run it again with Barkley, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll bring up a third down. On third down, Bishop, and the grab by Croft. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. On fourth down, Bishop. And that's complete to Croft. First down, Giants on a pickup of 14.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one...
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21.
Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Watch the screen! Let's go!
They'll run with Barkley. A nice job of just sticking the helmet down 9 yards on the play, but still third and 12 now.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
To throw on third down, Bishop. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot of picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
So typically you'd say nice job defensively to force a decision on fourth down, but they've already gone for it once and converted, so you better make sure your defense stays out on the field and is alert.
It's another field goal, his third of the game. Maybe not exactly what you're looking for, but does bring them level now.
I like how you put that in there that brings them level, right? Bringing that soccer analogy in. I love that one. I love that one a lot. You don't want to go for it on fourth down and come away with nothing, right? Go ahead and kick the ball. Make sure you get some points. Even if it's a safe call, I think it's the right call.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So that'll set the offense back 5, make it 1st and 15. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They run the counter. Levine, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Levine. 9 yards on the pickup that time, so he got more than half of it back, but it's still a 3rd and 8. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Williams to throw on 3rd down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, he came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Williams. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Going on the ground with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Touchdown.
A 2-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Tucker now to add the point after. And they will take a 7-point lead now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
That's a game of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Looking to throw. Bishop. It's caught. Shepard. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first.
1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, Bishop. He finds his man Johnson. Johnson, oh, it's poked free. Football's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
No, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
That's our ball, baby. Go on.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. 2nd and 6. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tried to get that one to Jake Butt, and now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 4 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Williams now throwing on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 down at the 33. Back to throw. Williams. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down. They'll run here with Eckler. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Williams looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. A nice run leaves them just inches from a 1st. Could they possibly be tempted to try this on 4th and about a foot?
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, so he's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? Rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing them all sorts of trouble.
6 yards.
2nd and 4. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He'll get 15 and the Giants first down.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
A throw over the middle taken in, and they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Complete to Hilton. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bishop. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Looking to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th quarter. Going for some big plays.
Yeah, they certainly were. They just decided one shot, didn't they? Forget trying to move the ball downfield in small little increments. Let's go for the big one. But how about the defense playing situational football, looking at the scoreboard and realizing what can hurt us most? The deep shot. They played it well.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So you knew one way or another that they needed the 2 scores. They get the easy one out of the way. Now they'll get the ball back, hopefully.
Yeah, and the question is, how do you accomplish that? Do you onside kick it? Or since you have all 3 timeouts, do you kick it deep? To me, I'm playing field position with all 3 timeouts. I kick it deep and try and pin them back there.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. First down, and they stick with Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he's got this down to the 35. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that's complete to Cooks. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing.
At the Giants' 28-yard line.
He gets it to Cooks. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Show it.
The Cowboys on their way to victory as they take a knee. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it took a big 4th quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the 4th quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the 4th quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points, defense held them, and lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So for the Cowboys, the year will head back. Meanwhile, for the and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Alongside, we'll talk to you.